You are creative. It's exuding from you. You know, it flows out from you. You see that, right?
You know, I have a hard time
seeing it,
looking at it, because I judge myself so much.
You got to get rid of the judgmental part.
Yeah,
you got to just throw it away today. So as of today, no more judging yourself.
Okay,
you're a human being.
All right,
we're gonna make mistakes. We're gonna achieve. We're gonna fail. We talked about that yesterday, right? Yeah. And it's all good. It's in this box. So take everything with a grain of salt. Inflect. Pause. Be specific on what you want to say.
Yeah.
And then send the message out. And then let's do distribution and let these. I had a guy call me yesterday. I sent you the podcast that you created. It's like a video cast, really. Yeah. I sent out the audio part, and then I did the video part, right, on YouTube. And this guy called me and he says, "That was dynamic."
Really?
He goes, "That's what I'm looking for." So this might be something in the future that maybe you and I can help put sets like this together or do stuff for people. There's an array of different things that I'm open for.
Gotcha.
You know, I got 30 more years left, so you got plenty of time.
It's a good way to look at it.
Let's make it happen, my friend.
All right. So with that being said, top of the grind, y'all. Welcome to the 10-Figure Fuel Podcast.
Are you starting?
Yeah.
Okay, pause.
Got you.
Got to get that space so you can edit. Because if you don't, you'll hear somebody in the background. Then you got to fade it in, which fades out your intro. You know what I mean?
Right.
So a 2-second pause probably wouldn't hurt.
Okay.
So when you're ready, just give me a thumbs up. I'll pause. Okay. Because we have communication now. And then you just come in and just be natural. Just let it go.
Okay. All right. So here we go. There's a thumbs up. All right. Top of the grind, y'all. Welcome to the 10-Figure Fuel. All right, let me redo that. Top of the grind, y'all. Welcome to the 10-Figure Fuel Podcast, where we infotain you on steps to entrepreneurship, because everyone should want to hit that 10-figure freedom. So this is 10-Figure Fuel. I'm Shaad.
I'm Christopher. The pause is good.
Okay.
It's good because you can save that now, get into the dialogue.
Right.
So now pause for a couple seconds. This is your edit.
Yeah.
And then let's talk about the dialogue. You just bring up a topic.
All right.
Or maybe, today is blah, blah, blah. I'm here in the studio with Chris. We're talking about X.
Okay, got you. All right, so today I kind of want to bring up a topic that a lot of people are pretty confused about, and that is a job versus being a business owner versus financial freedom.
Oh,
yeah!
Look at that.
So a lot of people are in the job sector right now. They're trying to get out of the job sector into being a business owner, or what they call an entrepreneur, and they don't really know what financial freedom is.
Oh, gotcha.
Yes.
Well, interesting, Rashad. It's a very interesting topic, and first and foremost, we all have to have a job. You start somewhere, unless you're born with a silver spoon in your mouth.
Yes.
And I'll probably, if I was born with a silver spoon in my mouth, I've already given you $500,000 because I believe in what you're doing, and we'd be fueling that future, right?
Right.
All right. Until we get there, we're going to give you some good luck and everything else that goes there, the energy. Right. So that being said, everybody's got to have a job, and I tell this to everybody. You've heard it on the last episode that we played. Job is just over broke.
Yes. And
if you really dissect that down to the reality of that specific sentence, just over broke, just 3 words. Just over broke, which means we got enough to pay bills, maybe, depending on how hard we work and how, our manager is not crawling up our shorts, the expectations of this job where we're located,
right.
The expectations are just going to be, are they going to be hard? Are they going to be easy? Is this a slide into home base type of job? Or is it, oh, hell, I got to do reports. I got to do all the above, right?
Yeah.
So the job is a necessity.
Yes.
It's an evil, but you know what? It's a good evil. and it provides us income so we can pay for lights, gas, water, toilet paper, kites, stuff like that, right?
Right.
It's just necessary, so we have to have it. So it's really up, and I'm not telling everybody to go out and get a 8 to a 10-year education. Because if you think just over broke is a crazy topic, wait till you got to pay that student loan back.
Right.
Now you're going to be just over broke for a whole long time. Let's just maybe when you're 60 at 7% interest. And trust me, these parent loans and these other personal loans and the personal guarantor, that signature you got to sign, the only thing that gets you out of there maybe is a forgiveness program. You can't bankrupt it.
Yeah, that is
so
true.
You cannot get rid of that. And these parents think, oh, I'll just get my kid. I'm 58. By the time she gets out of school, it'll be 65. Maybe they'll forgive me. Hell no! They want to crucify you up against the wall and start draining your blood. So don't take 10 years of college to do something. Even doctors that are super successful right now have got student loans. These are trauma nurses. These are medical physicians. These are lawyers. These are people. Right. And everybody's nodding their head right now going, yeah, I still got mine.
Yeah.
Right? So it's there. So the JOB is necessary. You don't have to take 8 to 10 years to, get this knowledge, to put it in this starter box of life that you're going to pull out later to benefit you.
Right. What
happens if you don't get a job? I know a girl that took, 6 years of college. She was going towards, XYZ as the profession. Then she slipped over to marketing. What does that mean? And then now she's slipping over to, she's a babysitter.
Oh, what?
She's a professional babysitter. She babysits in Beverly Hills.
Oh, okay. I mean, it's money
she might be making $100 an hour. Maybe, maybe not. But is that a career?
Oh, definitely not.
No, right? So, not that I'm using this person. I'm not going to tell you who this person is. It's a relationship of a person who knows a person. That's just one scenario. Right. They're all out there.
Yeah,
there's tons of them. There's people in Jack in the Box, stories, whatever else out there, right?
Yeah.
And these are hardworking Americans going to school and having a job too, that are trying to really, really get to the top. But I don't think having a job is going to get you to the top, even though it's necessary to provide that layer of help, if you will, from a financial point of view, to, get them to start running faster on the runway. And what I mean by that is they're running fast. They're going to get these ideas. They're going to start putting more stuff in their toolbox that you and I have talked about, right? Yeah. And all of a sudden they got this idea and these two things called wings. They kind of form on the side of their shoulders. They're like, what the hell is this?
Right.
That's because their ideas are taking them other places.
Yes.
Pretty soon the wings pop out of the shoulders and they're beautiful and they're starting to flap, right? So before that, the JOB is necessary. That's the bird seed to feed the bird as it's developing, if that makes sense.
Yes, for sure. I like to look at a job as kind of like the foundation. When you're building a house,
oh yeah, like concrete. You gotta have concrete, right?
Exactly.
Are you building on sand, or are you building on concrete? Concrete's I'd probably choose concrete.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? Sure. So the structure itself, that's a great point of view. The structure itself is going to be based on the foundation you lay.
Exactly. So then once you have that structure, the next is the building on top of that. So you say you get these wings, and so now explain, because you're in I would call you financially free. So what would you say about that? I mean, I think that you're financially free. So,
it took me 62 years to be where I'm at today. At the 62 is for men, it's just like, we don't care about the number. Women, they care about the number.
Oh, yeah.
So, it's one of those, it's another thing they need to shed, right? And to me, I always tell people, they go, well, how old are you? I go, how do you think I am? I said, I'm 22 inside.
Yeah.
I have 62 years of knowledge in my brain. My body, it's about 45, 50. Gravity rules after a while, right? Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter.
Right,
even Jacques LaLanne, the healthiest, strongest man that pulled a boat in the water with his teeth.
Oh, I gotta see that.
Oh yeah,
Jacques LaLanne.
Jacques LaLanne.
That's crazy.
He was the strong man in the one-piece suit, strong as hell, man. And he was in this ocean. I forgot which one it is, or water, and he pulled a boat, a liner, a ship, with his teeth. As he's pedaling in the water.
That's insane.
That's an encouragement of this word called inertia. You need the inertia. Anybody can push a train. Did you know that?
I didn't know that. No.
Think about it. It's just like those wings we're talking about. We're going down the runway now, right? Mm-hmm. They got to pop out. There's your idea.
Right.
The rings represent the idea. The inertia is the speed that you're running down the path, right? Jacques LaLanne, in this case, I don't know if his teeth are still there.
Yeah, I know. Is it something like that?
It's a great dental commercial, right? By
Colgate.
Denture Grip or Colgate, whatever he's got going on. But the good thing is you have to start. So you and I are behind this train, and we're looking at each other. We're like, oh, my God, this is about 100 tons. Mm-hmm. We got to push this thing, and it's only the train. That's it. Or maybe it's not the engine. We are the engine. Okay. We're the energy to push this cart.
Gotcha.
So we start, and we're on the ground just pushing. We're falling on the ground. We're going, oh, hell no. We're sweating. This ain't going to happen. And then you and I just get this enough energy to push that 1 millisecond of space. And we feel it.
Okay.
It's starting to move. That's the idea being born. And how that idea is born is somebody has this amazing idea. And how do you tell the world about it? Well, we know, right? They got to go to you. They got to go to funkycereal.com. And they got to have somebody take their idea. They got to actually sit with them, nurture them. They got to listen to it. They got to eat it. They got to drink it. They got to sleep. They got to suck this whole process up and say, now I see your vision, so let's do this to show the world. And now it's about branding after that, right?
Exactly.
So the wings are stepping out. We're flapping. We're on the runway, and here we go. The wings get so much wind. I'm coming off the ground, right? So I don't know about financial freedom. Do we ever really reach financial freedom? And I'll tell you a story.
Okay.
It's kind of a movie I saw last night.
Gotcha.
And so we have the JOB, right? And what's the next step? What is it? Entrepreneurism, business ownership. Anybody can go to the county, wherever they live, and get this, what they call a DBA, or doing business as. All that's doing is letting the IRS know that you exist and you plan on making money.
Right.
Here's your business name, Rumpelstiltskin, funky pins. We're going to sell pins, right?
Right.
And then now they know who you are. Then you get an EIN. Now the government really knows who you are. He's doing business as, or he's a corporation, because the government says now I make $800 a year, even if you don't make any money, because you got to file to get your corporation.
Exactly.
You're an S corp. You got a lot of benefits, but guess what? You got to pay. So you're paying in the beginning. Hopefully, you still got that JOB to help increase those monies necessary to give it a push.
Right.
Got to have a push.
That's true.
Don't be borrowing no damn loan. Don't do it. If you can't do it on your vision, if you can't do it on your virtue, and you can't be tenacious about it, it's not going to happen. You got to freaking grind. You and I talk about this all the time, man.
Yes.
You got to grind. You know those old Indian things? They take whole corn and they grind. Pretty soon it's like powder.
Yeah.
There's no difference in life. You got to take those those kernels of corn. I mean, it's a crazy analogy. Sorry, man.
No,
but
it's all good.
you got to do something like that. You got to take the chocolate chip, put it in the cookie dough to get chocolate chip cookies, right?
Mm-hmm.
So your entrepreneurism is putting that chocolate chip together.
Right.
What's going to make your chocolate chip cookie more different than everybody else? Why would they want to buy mine versus everybody else? And of course, then it takes the website, the construction, the branding, and pretty soon, if you can, get it in the store, and you've taken it from your garage, and somebody says, "Hey, I know you don't have a lot of money, but these cookies are badass. I'm going to give you a little fuel for a portion of the business." Would I do that? No.
Really?
Think about it. You heard of Shark Tank, right?
Yes.
And
yes,
that's a brand. That's a brand. It's on the show.
Right.
What do they always ask for? I'm going to give you $100,000 for 33% of your business.
Mm-hmm.
The reason that these people are on the Shark Tank is not that they have to be, because they see future entrepreneurial avenues of income as well off somebody else's idea.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that great? Think about it. I own the Mavericks. We already know who that is, right?
Yeah.
And now he's sitting up there, he's popping $100,000 here. He has to do something with the overage of money he's making all the time. So what a great opportunity to be a part of something, to lower your taxation by owning everything else.
That is crazy. I never
think
looked at
about
it like
that. All these people. I mean, you got
man.
You got this wonderful lady that owns QVC. Shut the front door.
Yeah.
I mean, they're doing this live camera thing. Oh, these Pop-Tarts, every woman on the planet has to have the blue ones. And you see down in the corner, there's like 15,000 units sold.
Mm-hmm.
She's making $5 a unit. She made more money in one show than she's made in her entire life.
Yeah.
But everybody gets a piece of it on the way.
Yeah.
So all that extra money that she's making, man, Lori's is wealthy as all hell, and I hope her ears are ringing. She is a hard-working lady. She's put her nose to the grindstone. Sure, she had some networking that helped her out, but at the end of the day, her tax guy is probably going, what are you going to do with that extra $1 million? You're an S corporation. Maybe she has an S corporation that's an accrual corporation, so she can stuff as much money into it as she wants and pay no taxes until she pulls it out. That's kind of a cool pile to make, right?
For sure.
So as the business, I always tell people to open up 2 corporations.
Okay.
Corporation A is the real company. Mm-hmm. Well, it's not that it's not real. It's the real company. It's an S corp, but it's on a cash basis. So you have to zero that company out to close to zero at the end of every year, and then the rest of that money comes to the president, which is you of your corporation, and you pay taxes based on everything else that you haven't wrote off.
Gotcha.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And on the other side, you can have an accrual company. And here's a really good way to do it. This company is an S corporation as well. It's an accrual company. You don't pay any taxes to anybody until you take it out. So why put your money into a damn bank?
Yeah, it doesn't
5%? So they can loan it and get 10 to 15%? Stop. Banks are not helping you. And if you go below a certain level, what do? They thank you by kicking you in your testicles, and they say, "Hey, that you didn't have that. You're $2 negative."
Yeah,
buying them pop. They let you buy the Pop-Tarts.
Yeah.
They didn't say decline at the at the checkout.
Yep.
And they juiced you for $35. Makes them feel good. Exactly. And you've only got a certain amount of time to pay that back. So as an accrual company, if you're coming to the end of the year with the cash company, this corporation, how about putting a check over here in your accrual company? Have some high yield interest. Maybe it could be a money market account, or maybe it can be tied to other things, other tools, and let that, if you're not caring about the money and everything's good, let that sucker ride, man.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Dang.
And then you have a third angle. You put it into real estate.
Yeah, you're big on that right now.
Well, I'm learning.
Yeah.
Listen, do I know everything? Probably, but maybe not. Right? And I say that with, I'm candid about it, right? So again, you're going to be as good as your knowledge.
Yes, for sure.
Right? And you have to network, right? Okay. So that being said, I'd probably have the third portion of that. If I had enough money in my corporation to just zero it out, but I still got to have some money. It's a new year. Yay, I can start taking from it and writing shit off. But I'm going to stick this accrual money over here and it's gaining. Boom, 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 boom. It's going up. And then I got to have a way, instead of putting it in the accrual side this time, I gotta develop me.
Right.
I gotta brand me and my businesses. The second corporation nobody cares about. It can be XYZ Corp. It is what it is.
Right.
So that third line is gotta go towards, like, I don't know. I'm not saying don't do crypto, number one.
Okay.
You know, it's a horrible.
A lot of people are going to hate you for that.
Listen, don't do crypto, because in the beginning I thought it was the best thing since fried chicken, and I got burned, man.
Yeah.
And they burned my ass, and I watched my app just go down to zero. I was like, fuck. I mean, it wasn't a lot of money, but it was exciting to see.
Yeah.
And then I got flambéed at a French restaurant just for doing it. But anyways, I don't recommend crypto. Crypto does not work. It works for the guys that create the crypto.
Yeah.
The Bitcoin kings, the guys that get everybody excited. Look, everybody. And they all get excited. It creates excitement. It creates dollars. And then at the end, they just kind of siphon their part out and put it somewhere else as the shit hits the ground. It doesn't have to stay stable. And it's an unstable commodity. Don't do it.
So you recommend putting your money into businesses that are more tangible, that you could actually like.
Let's use our brains here for a minute. In most businesses, you cannot touch it, feel it, unless it's a tangible thing, right? Real estate is kind of tangible. So let me give you case in point.
Okay.
The California market right now is very high.
Yes. Sure.
There are houses in BFE, Los Angeles, that, 1,000 square feet in the middle of nowhere in a horrible neighborhood that are worth $1 million today. How did that happen? I have no damn clue, but it shouldn't be that way. This is a house that was built in 1940.
Oh, wow.
The foundation is still there. The electrical, they probably got those screw-in little fuses for the electric box. They haven't did shit to their house, much less paint it. And they just let it sit there, and this equity seems to be rising, right? Well, right now, the real estate market in Los Angeles, actually in California, sucks unless you have $1 million in your pocket.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You don't have $1 million?
For sure.
It's going to be tough. $500,000 could probably get you something, but then you have to have a strategy.
Yeah. What
are you going to do after you get it? You got the deed in your hand, now what? So there's things that I've learned that can help put that to the next level, and I'll share with you in the future. Gotcha. Right? So California market sucks. Well, who said California is the only market?
Right.
There are other 50 states that we live in, right? And I don't suggest going to Florida because the mean sea level is rising, and I don't like crocodiles anyways. I don't want to be walking on a property and all of a sudden get eaten. Just something stupid like that, right? I don't think the eastern seaboard is a good market because New Jersey is always filling up with water. You got the New York subway. They pump out, I kid you not, in the New York subways, as of right now, they pump out 1.5 billion gallons of water every day to keep water out of the subway system.
What?
That's because it's sinking.
That's crazy.
The water level's rising, and property's property. It's not. They're not going to stick stuff under it to make it bigger. Even though they're the Trump Towers or whatever else is sitting there. But in the next 20 years, Central Park is going to be underwater. I have to say that.
That'd be crazy.
Me, I'm an environmentalist, and I watch. I'm kind of here's where I'm going to geek out. I watch things like 6 degrees could change the earth, and I'm talking about the temperature of the planet, and to where the ice caps are melting, and when they melt, they got to rise the sea level. And you notice some crazy weather lately? right? I mean, it's just not good, right? For some people in the United States, it's really not good. Tornadoes. And then we made this thing called HAARP, H-A-A-R-P, that manipulates weather. So I don't know if we're causing it or not, but anyways, as an evolving society, you know, we get these ideas and we just, you know, we're this thing called CERN, S-E-R-N. Okay. Is this, I think it's S-E-R-C-E-R-N, whatever. It's in, I think it's in Europe or something like that, or France, or, you know, they want to recreate the, what do they call that? The colliding factor and, you know, the Big Bang. They want to recreate that. And it's a certain energy, and there's not just one there. There's like 5 or 6 now in the world. And we're all testing that theory so we can get, closer to whatever we want to get closer to. And the negative about that is it could create a black hole.
Wow.
Which means the extinction of mankind immediately.
Yeah, that's...
So they're playing with our lives, right, on a global standpoint, and we're manipulating weather. But anyways, that's just another topic, right? I mean, we can get deep into that, right? So now we've got the JOB. We got a little extra, you know, jelly on that sandwich. We can put it towards the business. We got 2 corporations. The first corporation is cool. It's legitimate. We got the website, and we're starting to make that happen. At the end of the year, we're going to take all that money out. So, you know, I got $500 in my account, and then I can put it over in this accrual network. So I can put as much money as I can. And once that gets to, what is enough? If it gets to $500,000, but remember, when you take it out, you got to pay taxes.
Right.
So remember, 30% of whatever you're putting in is going back. So put in what you want plus 30%. Does that make you feel better?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah, for sure.
So it's just mathematics. And then on the third leg, we are going to put it into real estate. And it's not just in California. There are some good deals out there. You can do a short sale. You can do a REO, real estate owned. You can do a BO, a bank owned. If you're lucky, you'll get a notice of default. You walk up to somebody's house. Hey, Bob, I know you're losing your house. Can I help you for a minute? All you're going to do is change title, give them a bag of money, and walk on.
Oh,
you know?
okay. Yeah,
or the bank can approve you, whatever. There's many ways to manipulate all that, right?
Right.
And smart real estate people are doing that. And they're also networked as well with other people.
For sure.
Kind of like we are, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Definitely.
So, and then you have that going on, the real estate. And then what else are you going to do? Maybe, I don't know, you can start a podcast like this. Maybe you can monetize the knowledge that you're going to share.
Right.
You know, maybe somebody will pay $50 a month just to listen to your episodes. I mean, not that that's going to bring you to the finish line, but it's one of those slices we talked about on the last episode. Episode 1 talked about that, right?
Yeah.
And it's time management. So all that, including the discussion here, is based on time management and those pieces of pie. You just got to be smart enough to choose the right pieces of pie and what avenues you want to go through. You don't need to see this guy. I'm not going to say his name. You know, you don't need to spend $10,000, $15,000 to get up in front of, I don't know, a room of 2,000 people to walk on coals.
Oh.
Hell, I'll do that for $500. Bring your ass down here. I'll get you all hyped up. I'll put a thing out and, you know, some tinfoil, and you can walk your ass on coals.
Right.
You don't need to do that. You don't need to scream until your voice, oh, I feel good about myself now. Fuck yeah. Stop.
Yeah.
You don't need all that. You just need to reach inside. You got to pull out what's God-given. It's already there.
Yeah, that is true.
You just got to grab it. And if you don't know how to grab it, ask somebody who does how to grab it. Hey, Shaad, I don't know how to do this. Can you help me out with that? You'd be going, well, I don't know. Yeah, okay, I'll give you a bone. Or you can just say, yeah, absolutely, okay, because I know next week you're going to help me out with that. It's kind of a trading system. It's a bartering system of knowledge.
Right.
You can barter knowledge, you know.
Yeah.
So just like today, we got a call from somebody that saw episode 1 that you produced, and they really were enticed about it. It really gave them some encouragement.
That's good.
They were like, whoa, this Shaad guy is amazing. And their topics were spot on. So he can't wait for episode 2. So we got to release this one, real soon. You know what I'm saying? 10-Figure Fuel podcast.
Yes, exactly.
So you develop your other little pieces of pie. One could be real estate. I recommend real estate if you don't have any knowledge. I don't know. Call us. Call me. I'll be happy to tell you what I've done.
Or YouTube University too.
Oh, we got that coming up.
They need to get on YouTube. Yeah.
Okay.
Because
YouTube University.
Because a lot of people they sell this information. So
you and I can do one.
Exactly.
Based on several topics.
Yeah, we can.
Right.
Definitely.
So YouTube University, people sell their knowledge. Why not? I would actually kind of do that, knowing it's. How am I going to get off the ground a little bit?
Right.
And some extra tools to get those hooks in to go. Let me tell you, there's another thing I saw on social media. It was Dr. Bob. He was talking about this weight loss program. There's a million of them, right? The funny thing about this weight loss program is it kept hooking you in 48 minutes. And I watched this thing and I was ready to just, cut my eyeballs out. It was really bad. I think I was ready to pull on my last tooth. It hurt so much. And then at the end, they hit you with this $200. We're not going to give it to you for $200. We're going to sell it for $99. They got you down to $29.99 for 1,000 months.
That's what they do.
It's a marketing thing, right?
For sure.
I think it's the wrong way to market because it's deceptive. But anyways, don't go buy, Dr. Bob's miracle weight loss. Stop. Invest in yourself.
Right.
Go into the real estate stuff. Get into other things that can be physically monetized. Knowledge, like you're talking about YouTube University. You know what? Maybe we should seriously do that because I got a lot of shit to talk about.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Maybe somebody who's 30 is looking for what we're talking about right now. It could be very, very creative for him to listen to so he can actually get those wings and spread and kind of flap a little bit.
Yeah.
Right? So we got the real estate. What's another thing that we can jump into? The contracting business. Construction business. Well, is it the best? No. And don't let anybody ever tell you it is. It's like anything. You got these waves, right? You go, oh, yeah, I'm doing really well. Oh, hell no. And right now I'm at one of those hell no's. So we got to come up and, we're going to get a couple things sprinkled on us that provide opportunity.
Right.
And it's with that opportunity. What are you going to do to improve yourself? What are you going to do to take that to the next level? Just remember this. Whatever you do, when you get to $500,000, you can start making decisions. I'm not talking about, oh, I'm so cool. Let me go out and buy, a rubber baby buggy bumpers tie to make sure everybody looks and sees that I'm cool. Or I'm wearing a freaking T-shirt. What does it say here? What does it say?
What doesn't kill me better start
fucking running.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a stupid shirt. I'm a business owner. Why am I wearing shirts like this in my office? Because I can.
Exactly.
I don't really care about who walks through the door. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here to help people in different ways, and I don't have to wear a suit to do it. Hell, you know me, man. I wear shorts wherever I go.
All the time, yeah.
All the time, right? That doesn't mean I'm different than anybody else, but it just means that I'm comfortable in my path.
That's how it should be, though.
You got to be comfortable in your path. Don't let anybody on the outside tell you what to do.
Right.
Or if anything, listen. Put some more knowledge in your box, right?
Okay.
Like that network we went to. Oh, that got big, right?
Definitely.
Rob's made a connection already. So, and I made a couple connections. They're actually doing the podcast on the Energy Hour podcast here in the studio. So, and then you have that in play. And then, so when you get to $500,000, don't stop there.
Right.
You want to get to $1 million. $1 million is not a lot of money.
Yeah, it's not. It's really isn't.
So don't go throwing it away in clothes, fancy shit. Cars. I mean, a house is a good tangible item, but don't throw it away into something you can't afford to make a house payment.
Exactly.
Because that shit's coming to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm gonna figure out a way to get it.
Exactly.
You know, bank on,
knocking
baby.
on the door, right?
What's up?
Uh-huh.
So there's ways to do these things. So I think that, you know, once you get to a certain level, work your ass off, work hard.
Yeah.
Don't sit there on the couch flipping through channels. Oh, I'm gonna watch Gumby today. Or I'm gonna do this today. I'm saying have your me time. We talked about that.
Yeah.
But focus the rest of the time.
Exactly.
And if I can share this with anybody out there that's young today, you should start becoming an entrepreneur at age 15.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my daughters are doing it right now.
Your kids are going to be freaking... If she's not the president of the United States one day, I'm going to be disappointed. She's got the attitude. And she's got the drive.
Yes.
I've seen some of her work.
Mm-hmm.
Hello? Paris Hilton ain't got nothing on this young girl.
Oh, definitely.
She's coming up.
Mm-hmm.
She's definitely going to be a slice of that and then some.
Yeah.
So, her future is done. I can tell you now, the future is great for her and all the others.
Thank you.
So, get to the point where you got some money. Mm-hmm. You don't have to be eclectic where you can't pay taxes. Oh, I bought this wonderful house, but I can't pay the property taxes now because I lost my JOB and my business sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think the county of whoever is going to care about that?
They don't care. They just want their money.
Here's another thing that happens. It doesn't matter what you own house-wise. If it's on a piece of property and you're not paying your property taxes, it goes to foreclosure. Mm-hmm. You know that, right?
Yeah,
so anything on the property, including your big wheel and all your rubber baby buggy bumpers and all that other bullshit, become property of the new tenant.
Mm-hmm.
And in some cases, in some states, you only got 12 months to pay it back. Mm-hmm. And I'm not talking about paying the county. County don't give a flip. Mm-hmm. We got someone else paying your taxes right now.
Yeah, so they got to pay that person.
Right? So they got to pay that person plus 20 to 25%.
Yeah.
So that's better than any bank. Why would you put your money into a damn bank?
Right.
You heard me, banks. You suck. Right? So
Definitely.
don't do that. Put it into property tax liens. That's another avenue in the real estate business.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to do it right.
Yeah, definitely.
And they're going to be on YouTube University to pay for that one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, we got a course coming soon.
Just saying. We want to give them the right information.
Yeah.
And the how-to and the link to click on and all this other stuff. Mm-hmm. Why not? So put it into real estate, put it into property tax liens, put it into your business, put it into the second business, XYZ Inc. Let it accumulate as much money as you can. Minimize your taxation. Mm-hmm. Because if you think you're all entrepreneurish, oh, I'm so good, you're going to have to do your taxes, and then your tax guy is going to tell you. And I learned this the hard way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my tax guy says, well, you got to write a check to the feds for $42,000. Oh, man. And you got to give the state another $15,000. Oh, so if you add those two up, that's, I don't know, 67,000, like almost 60 grand, right? Wow. And I had 62,000 in my bank.
Oh, man.
Thinking I'm smart. Mm-hmm. I'm really smart today because I outfigured the system. No. All I'm going to tell you is the system's got you figured out before you even started.
Yep.
That's why these controls are in place.
Exactly.
These are controls we talk about. Let me tell you a rough story. Not everybody likes this guy. I adore him. I think he was born with a silver spoon in his mouth. Was that Elon Musk? Was he born with a silver spoon? Or somebody, or Trump got, anyway, Trump was for sure. But you know what? Elon Musk took ideas and he applauded Tesla when he created the Tesla Corporation, Nikola Tesla, as we know it, who invented many things. Now he's got this satellite company called Starlink. He's got Tesla Motors, which is creating the Tesla. I drive one. Yep. And then he's got over 50,000 charging stations nationwide. There's people plugging in that shit all the time.
Yeah, that's huge.
And he is getting paid.
For sure.
So he had to borrow. He had to leverage. He had to struggle, man. He even had some of his favorite astronauts diss him when he put SpaceX together. You know, they were telling him, don't do it, don't do it. And he adores these guys.
Dang.
You saw him in an interview, man. He was hurt. This dude was hurt, and there was no reason for these pricks to hurt him like they did. Oh, we're in front of NASA now, and I'm wearing a suit and a tie, and we're going to shit on this poor guy named Elon Musk, or maybe not him directly, but we're going to shit on something that goes to him anyways. Not cool.
That's wild.
I wonder if they slept good at night after that interview. And this was Neil Armstrong and some other cluck. Guy with the big forehead. I don't give a flip who he is. But, you know, they said some bad, hurtful things.
Dang, that's messed up.
But you know what he's doing now? He's flying this shit for NASA. NASA ain't got no more game. He's figured out how one of his rockets, of all things, is a miracle. It re-lands on a freaking platform. It's reusable. NASA couldn't figure that shit out.
That's how you get back at somebody.
Boom. Right?
For sure.
Now they're paying him to hang out. He sends people to the International Space Station all the time.
Dang.
He's got over 10,000 satellites of his own company up in the air.
And it's all from an idea.
He had to take this initial idea. So I give, does he make the best decisions? No, he tweets some stupid stuff. I mean, we're all human.
Yeah.
Is he learning from it? Probably not. But when you look at him, when you see him in his deep thought process, you'll see an eyebrow raise. His wheels are turning, man. This guy's on fucking fire. Excuse my language. Right? So I have to give some props to the guy.
Yeah, for sure.
He's got more game than we do. And, he had to struggle. There's other people that had the same scenarios happen. And struggling is okay because it kind of reshapes your attitude.
Yeah, shift your mindset.
Shift your mindset. How successful do you really want to be? How important, not that importance is really important. So now you got these wings and you're flapping, man.
Yeah. And
now you're actually off the runway and you've put your money over here, over here, over here. Don't put in crypto, please. Keep it out of the stock exchange, please.
Oh, yeah, I lost $27,000 in
and the New York Stock Exchange. Yeah. Oh, shoot.
$27,000, man. It was
and
brutal.
You got influenced by somebody, right?
Oh, for sure.
Oh, yeah, Shaad. If you do this is going to happen today.
I didn't know what I was doing at first. I mean, as I got more into it, before I put the 27,000, I was like, trying to put these pieces together and stuff like that. But I was working with somebody at the same time who was helping me trade. And then the first day I made 3,000.
You're like, oh hell
I'm
yeah!
Like, yeah, let's
I'm on
do
my
it.
way, right?
Exactly. And then as time progressed, the next day he lost some money. Then we lost a little bit more. Then a little bit more. And then now we're trying to play catch up because I'm like,
so you're past the 3 you got. And now you're going the other way.
Yep. And then now I'm trying to play catch up, and then just ended up, just kind of fumbling the rest of it.
What did he say at the end? Do you want to put some more money in this stock? Well, he made his commissions, he made his overrides, and all the other shit. And all you got, they didn't even give you a freaking Christmas card, did they?
Oh, no, definitely
You didn't get no birthday card or nothing? Saying, hey, Shaad, thanks for putting your money in XYZ stock. Yeah, you get screwed like I did. Yeah. You get screwed. Yep, remember, hindsight and foresight are your best qualities. Hindsight is, I don't want to get back like that again. This guy, is doing everything sideways up in me.
Right, exactly.
Foresight is going, well, I can smell that a mile away. Smells like the past. Yeah. So it's what you do. And I've actually had the ability to test the waters which I'm swimming in now.
Okay.
And I'm floating. Is it mine? No. Doesn't have to be. Will I create that floating barge one day? I hope so. Right? So that's mindset.
Right.
You got to have the mindset. So that being said, once you get those creative ideas, and you know what, if they want to go to your YouTube university in the future, so we can actually target each one of those things people can put their money into, and then we won't just say, hey, just put it in, or click here and do a Venmo payment to somebody. No.
Oh yeah, no.
We're going to give them the links, the how-to, and all the other stuff.
Lay it out for them.
Lay it out. You got to give them a plan.
Exactly.
So you're not just talking shit, as people say it.
Yeah.
You're actually nurturing. And you know what? If you don't share those things, you might lose them to Alzheimer's. I'm just saying. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
No, you're right.
What did I just say? But you know what I mean, right?
Yeah, information is no good just in the head. You know, we got to spread it to people.
Just like, we talked about this on the last episode. You can have the cure to cancer.
Yeah.
But if you don't share it with somebody that could counteract the cure to cancer, make it happen.
Right.
Case in point, maybe we should talk about this on another one's called AI.
Oh, yeah.
I have a deep, deep respect.
Okay.
And there's pros and cons in everything that we're doing. AI is going to be a spectacular thing. It's already did some spectacular things. But here comes the dark shit. It's coming.
Yeah. Yep. I've already seen some stuff.
Maybe you be hanging on Netflix like me.
No, not on Netflix. Just like the whole like facial alteration type of stuff.
AI is good for that. You got President Trump up there on a Ronald Reagan body with Chris Moss feet. You can do anything you want.
Exactly.
You can speak to it and it'll create that image for you. It's kind of crazy, right? Or
it's
talking
insane.
about fraud going to the next level.
Yeah, seriously.
Now I tell people, let me see your finger. I got to give you a quick blood test. It's like some of these guys did, but they're dead now, right? So AI is a good thing. It's might not be a bad industry to invest in, a small portion, just to see where it goes.
Gotcha.
And these algorithms, I don't trust it, but anyways, that's another story. We'll table that for now.
Yeah, for another day. For
sure. So we got the job. Everybody's got to have it. Then you got to have the entrepreneur spirit, and then to get to the financial freedom. Once you've put all these other pieces of that pie together, and you still got your free piece, your family, your my time, right? That kind of piece. Not that it always is that, and it could get smaller. Like mine went from this to, but I still got it.
Yeah.
It's just in other areas now.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Yeah.
So, and then you put all these other pieces together, and then, woof, man, you're kind of coming up. It takes the fear away because now you're actually doing it, and you're above the ground. Oh, look at me!
Yeah, looking down.
You're looking down, and a true entrepreneur will not just fly away to do their own thing. A true entrepreneur will take that spirit because it's been proven effective, and they will help their neighbor.
Right.
So they got to pay $50. Who cares? I'm not going to do a $12,000 a 2-day course to make sure that you can't speak and your soles of your feet are on fire and got blisters.
Right.
Should we do something like that? Maybe we should.
It's just fluff.
It's fluff.
Yeah.
It's not real. Anybody can go to a room. Just get a mirror and tell yourself you're good. Go to some of these social media places, these shorts and these other things on different networks. Hi, I'm Billy, and I'm the best thing since sliced bread. Stop. We see through that, don't we?
Yes.
Right?
Yes,
That's what they call a narcissist. Maybe it's a narcissist with a different agenda, but I don't know. Again, if I had boobs, I'd probably be famous. I'm just saying, but that's just me. Hey, I've got like an A cup. But maybe I should just keep going, right?
Oh, man.
Become a neutral. But anyways, that's another story. That'll be on the other podcast, right? So you got to take all those things. You got to shake them in that box, man. And when you're flying, you're up there. Get to the $1 million.
Yep.
Get to the $1 million. Now you have a very rare word called control.
Yep.
You can control when you eat. You can control when you travel. Because also, remember, if this money is in a nice account somewhere, you're starting to get a little money back. Mm-hmm. Some people get to a certain limit with their money, and they have enough income just on the interest they make to survive for the rest of their life.
Yeah, that is.
Does that
true.
make sense?
Mm-hmm.
I almost want to tell people, go to a bank and borrow $1 million, and then stick that $1 million over here. That's, of course, they only FDIC insured for what, 250. So maybe put it in 4 banks and see what that interest can get you. Once you get to a certain level and it's paying your bills, so you no longer have to have that JOB, right?
Right.
Now you have control.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
For sure.
So JOB is good. Got to get it. Doesn't matter if you're Home Depot, Taco Bell, or whatever else. It doesn't really matter. Then you're going to take a little bit of that extra cash. You're going to start your corporation. You're going to have 2 corporations. Remember, one's a cash corporation that you zero out at the end of the year, so you don't have that money passing on to you, the president, to pay taxes with. Right. And you want to pay yourself maybe $500 a month. Mm-hmm. So if there's benefits you can take advantage of, why not you?
So pay yourself as an employee, pretty much, right?
Yeah. Get some payment processing program like ADP. Uh-huh. They'll take their taxes out. They'll pay all your state disability, your Social Security. Mm-hmm. So you're not going to pay a bunch. You don't care because your goal's at $1 to $2 million that sets you free. And then you have this other business over here that you're stuffing the overage. You're just stuffing the overage and you just keep going. Whatever it is, you're stuffing it. You're putting it in the box. Mm-hmm. And when you get to a certain level, whatever it is, plus 30%. Right? And then maybe have $5,000 left in there that you can redo, kind of duplicate that. Mm-hmm. Take that money, put it into 4 or 5 different accounts, make some real money back. Mm-hmm. High yield, get that going.
Yeah. Yeah, the main thing is to just pretty much get informed on how to funnel that money, because
you just got to learn how to funnel the money. Look at Mr. Berkshire Hathaway himself, Warren Buffett. Yeah. Did he start out rich?
I don't know. Did he?
That's a question for you guys. Google it, will you?
Right. Yeah.
But still, he has to have knowledge and he has to have the right network to be where he is today.
Yes.
Unlike his kids, I think you're giving $1 billion each one of your kids when they, get to a certain age.
Crazy.
That's cool. Way to go, Dad. Bad lesson to learn, but, they'll never be broke if they do it right. Right, Dad?
If they do it right. That's the thing
if. So anyways, you got to learn how to funnel those monies into this other account so you can get there. And at the same time, the reason I say real estate is great, what happens if you got to the point where you're buying this house over here, buying this house over here, then you put a renter into it and they're paying your house payment. Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Kind of cool, right?
A little bit more than that.
You got a little cash over here on the side to cover incidentals, and some guy didn't pay his rent. You got to pay your bank still, right? Yeah. But if you can figure that part out and now build those up, and now you got this other little piece of the pie. Pretty soon it goes from this to that because you want to expand that,
right?
Right?
Yeah.
And then not only do you get the passive income, you also get the equity increases that are going up. Mm-hmm. So in time, you can cash out refi. Hint, hint.
Yes.
Hopefully, this freaking real estate percentage is like 7.5%. We'll get down to 4. Mm-hmm. I'm seeing 3 years from now. I have these pictures, man, when I sleep. I think it's the real estate god that comes out of the sky, Shaad, and goes, oh, the market's going to change in 3 years. Hold on. Who knows? If it does, cash out refi, get your original investment back, stick it in that pile. Mm-hmm. Yeah, or do it again. Get 2 more. Do it again. Get 2 more. Do it again. Get 2 more. Now you got 12.
Yeah, see, it's a whole bunch of money moves that a lot of people don't know about. That we got to touch them all.
You got to shift the positivity of those money moves we're talking about, right?
Yes, for sure.
So I think that's not a bad path to go down. Mm-hmm. Just got to get the right network. You got to get the right people in your corner. You got to talk about it. You got to think of a plan. You got to struggle.
Yeah.
You first got to have that job.
Yeah.
Maybe, or maybe you're already filthy rich, and you're just too stupid not to look at the other side of that coin, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Or ignorant.
True.
Ignorance is bliss, is it not?
Mm-hmm.
Again, I can give you the cure to cancer. Doesn't mean you're going to solve cancer.
Right.
Or poverty or homelessness, which I'd like to do one day.
Yep.
Right?
Exactly.
So anyways, hopefully that's some good information.
Yes,
it gives you some fuel for what, these segments are going to be.
Mm-hmm.
And we're down in the books, man, for episode 2.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. So whatever you guys want to know, let me whatever you guys want to know, whatever questions that you guys have, if you guys have any investment opportunities, anything like that, then feel free to let us know. That's what we're here for. We want to get everybody to that 10-figure mindset so that you guys can be financially free.
And you know what? It's not a bad idea to take those other things that we're going to learn from somebody else, put them in the box.
Right.
So we can help people, including this guy, become financial free.
Exactly.
Love you, man. Big props to you.
For sure. Thank you.
All right, my brother.
All right. Well, that's it for our episode today. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like and comment. No, we're not going to do the whole like and comment thing.
Just pause real quick.
Right. Okay. All right. Well, that's it for today.
That front door gets you every time. The dinger's right here.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to unplug that next time. Okay. Pause for a couple seconds.
All right.
Wrap it up.
Well, that's it for today's episode, guys. Make sure that you Well, that's it for today's episode, guys. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel and whatever you guys want to know about. Well, that's it for today. All right. Here we go. All right. Well, that's it for the 10-Figure Fuel podcast. Whatever you guys want to know, let us know in the comments. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel so that you're up to date on whatever we have coming to you. We appreciate you for tuning in. This is the 10-Figure Fuel podcast. I'm Shaad.
I'm Christopher. Peace.
Peace.
Boo!
I took that from you.
Right?
That just...
I like ridiculous at best, but hey.
Yeah.